everybody, I'm Arglefump. I am playing Nancy Drew number 5, the final scene. Welcome! Wow, that is not a very detailed title screen at all. Gosh, I thought Nancy was going to give more of an introduction than that. But no, it's the final scene. Let's have some fun with this kidnapping mystery.
Dear Bess, remember Maya Wynn from high school? I'm visiting her in St. Louis. We have tickets to tonight's premiere of the new Brady Armstrong movie, Vanishing Destiny. It's the last screening ever at the Royal Palladium. This place has been a landmark for almost a century, and now in just 3 days, it's going to be demolished. I wish I could have seen the theater back in the 20s before it was turned into a movie house. All the great magicians performed here, even Harry Houdini. There's a lot of public opposition to the loss of this historic building. Rumor has it local activists are planning to stage a big protest out front tonight. The theater will be closed when we arrive, but they'll let us in since Maya is covering the story for the university newspaper. Oh boy, a press pass sure does come in handy. Maya told me she has an interesting lead, and we're on our way to interview Brady Armstrong about the controversy now. I know he's one of your favorite stars. Stay tuned. Maya always gets the full scoop. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Okay, Nancy, here I go. Cross your fingers, there's a story behind this door.
Go get 'em, Scoop.
Meet you in the lobby.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Think I'll go check out the snacks. That sounds like Maya. Help! Nancy!
Ah! So Maya's been kidnapped. It is very, very dramatic. We're gonna go inside. We're gonna save her. We're gonna knock politely. Hey, anybody here? Huh, nobody here. Where did she go? Whoa, I'm getting kind of dizzy spinning in a circle. Ah, and what's this? A phone call from the kidnappers?
Listen carefully. If they knock the theater down, the girl goes with it.
What? Who is this? Hello? Hello?
Huh? What? No! I really love this game. It's such a dramatic setup. I like it. My only, major complaint is that in the book, it's Bess who gets kidnapped, and that's super exciting. I would much rather have Bess get kidnapped than some, random stranger. I don't really know this Maya person. I've never heard of her before.
You'll never get away with this. Do you hear me?
Hello? Alrighty. Okay, listen, you punk. I'm gonna destroy you!
You're messing with the wrong girls, whoever you are. She's a reporter, and I'm a detective, and we don't scare easy.
This is Joseph Hughes, the caretaker. I'm looking for Brady Armstrong. He said he'd be there. Who's this? And what's all the excitement?
Yeah, that's right. Somebody pointed out Bess gets kidnapped in Ransom of the Seven Ships, game number 20, and that is nowhere near as good as this game is. This game is fantastic. Okay, so we heard Maya screaming, and...
My friend has disappeared from Brady's dressing room. I heard her scream. I think she's been kidnapped.
Now, please try to calm down and tell me what's going on. What's your name, dear?
She screamed, Nancy, help! She's definitely been kidnapped.
My name is Nancy Drew. Maya Wynn is my friend, and she's gone. I was out in the hall when I heard her scream. I don't know how they could have taken her.
Disappeared from the men's dressing room? What makes you think she was taken?
I just received a threatening call saying if I don't stop the theater demolition, I'll never see her again.
Well, they must have taken her through that secret passageway. Holy smokes! And you're on an inside line. That call must have come from inside the building. We gotta act quick. You check out the secret passageway. I'll make sure all the exits are locked, and then I'll come find you.
Hey, you. No groupies in the dressing rooms. But since you're such a rascally fan, what would you say to a signed autograph from yours truly?
Everybody, this is Brady Armstrong, the handsome actor. He thinks I'm a rascally detective.
I'm not here for an autograph. My friend's been kidnapped.
Kidnapped? Maybe you better tell me what's going on here.
I heard Maya scream. When I got here, she was gone, vanished. And then I got a creepy phone call from the kidnapper.
But where could they have taken her? What did they say?
It's something to do with the demolition of the theater. The voice said, if they knock the theater down, the girl goes with it.
Those stinking radicals.
Wait, what? Who?
What radicals?
They're the ones who are flipping out over saving this theater. Nicholas Falcone and his tree hugger pals.
Listen, Maya's in trouble and I've got to act fast.
Sure thing. How can I help?
The caretaker was looking for you. See if you can help him.
Roger.
I do wonder if Brady actually met with Joseph. That's interesting. Yeah, it's kind of not helpful. Joseph's like, hey, find a secret passageway, but he doesn't tell you where the secret passageway in the room is. That would be helpful. I imagine some people got stuck because all they could find in this room was a magician's wand, which I guess is cool, but it's not helpful. Ooh, a guitar. Maybe I can play guitar. No, the secret passage is behind this portrait. Yeah, Brady Armstrong is a celebrity actor, sort of like Rick Arlen from the second game. I would imagine the two of them are good friends. They probably met each other at like a movie premiere, had pictures taken together. Yeah, that's what I think. The snake was here. This is a crazy secret passageway, too. K Heart T. Don't know what that is. Karen loves Trisha. I don't know. Oh, and this is a funny line.
I may have to cut this short, Hal. Someone just climbed out of my wardrobe.
Can't you see I'm on the phone here?
Hey, can't you see I just came out of your wardrobe?
My friend's been kidnapped.
Listen, sweetheart, I have a premiere tonight and no stylist for my star, so don't tell me about problems.
Honey, your star is so hideous, no stylist can take care of him.
But this is an emergency.
I said scram.
I'm just joking.
This call's priority. Try me later.
Yeah! So that's the angry agent who's in the room with a giant moose head. Maybe that's why she's angry. She has to share a room with a moose head. That's weird. So is that sink. I don't know why we get a close-up of that sink. Okay. Fine. Fine. Whatever. Let's go. Let's go meet Nick Falcone. I kind of like meeting just the various characters in this game. They're all pretty cool. And let's see. I believe he's somewhere. Yeah, he's in the lobby. He's in the theater lobby. Yeah. So here's the, I mean, this is the movie that Brady Armstrong's in, Vanishing Destiny, which is premiering here in this broken down theater. A weird decision to have the movie here, but this is what Brady looks like. So it does look like it's some sort of, you know, 1930s movie? I don't know, 1800s movie? I can't tell what kind of outfit that's supposed to be. But it looks like he's trying to be old-fashioned and classy. I don't think it works, but I think that's what he's trying.
No teeny boppers till showtime. House rules.
What's that supposed to mean?
Aren't you here to worship at the screen of Brady Charmstrong?
Brady Charmstrong? No. But who are you, his surly understudy?
Who are you, his surly understudy?
Hollywood? The fantastic plastic vacuum? I wouldn't go there in a pig's suitcase. I'm Nicholas Falcone, solemnly sworn to lead the forces of Hadit and slay the dragon of corporate generica. Who are you, and what's with the doom and gloom?
Well, Mr. Dragon Slayer, somebody's been kidnapped.
I'm Nancy, but I think I missed something. Generica?
Haven't you heard? The battle is on. There's a human chain forming out front as we speak. But all that can wait. It's obvious you got a situation, so what's up?
Situation? Well, that's a delicate word for a kidnapping.
Phew. Kidnapping? That's a high-profile tactic. Somebody means business. So what's the demands?
Whoa, what's the demands? You mean, what are the demands?
Don't you mean, what are the demands?
Who are you, my freshman English teacher?
Yes, I am. No, actually I'm not, but I will tell her. She will be very, very upset with you.
Sorry, but in my experience, people take you more seriously if you speak properly.
So what's the demands?
He didn't change to what are the demands. That's just mean. I just made a big fuss over proper grammar, and then he's like, I don't care.
Suddenly, Maya's fate is tied to this theater. They said that if it gets demolished, she'll go with it.
No kidding. That'll blast those bureaucrats and corporate bigwigs out of their dream world. Applause for the cause. We need all the help we can get.
Wait, what?
Excuse me? We're talking about a girl's life here.
I'm sorry. I know you're upset, but they won't mess with your friend. They just took her for effect. It's called making a statement.
A statement? They said they'll let Maya go down with the building if it gets demolished. I haven't asked her myself, but something tells me that's a statement she'd rather not make.
She'll be okay. Trust me.
How do you know?
Right. I need to start searching for evidence, but I'll be back with more questions for you, Nicholas.
If you need a phone, there's an outside line in the ticket booth.
I will also be back with a book on basic grammar. So, don't go anywhere. All right. Let's meet Joseph, shall we? He lives up here. Don't forget the snacks. All right, here he is. Here is Joseph, our final character.
You must be Nancy. The worry's written all over your face. Well, I'm Joe. I started to look for you, but then I figured better to park myself and let you find me. Any trace of your friend?
Yeah, Nancy is very, very intense in this game, and people are making jokes about me being the president of the English club in high school. I was for about a month, I think, and nobody else joined the club. See what happened was I was a freshman, and then everybody else in the club was a senior, and so next year, I was the only other person who was still in the club. Everybody else had graduated. So I became the president by default. Yeah. And so, you know, we had meetings for like about a month and nobody went to the meetings but me. And that was the end of my short-lived career as the president of the English club. I should still put it on my resume, though. It's like, I was the English club president, right? I'm very fancy, very, you know... in charge, capable of running large organizations.
I guess the kidnapper must have escaped through that passageway, but all it led me to is a cranky Hollywood agent.
Simone Mueller. I should have warned you. What about calling the police? There's an outside line in the ticket booth.
You shouldn't have warned me. You should have told me where that hidden passageway was, sir.
That's a good idea.
Okay, I guess I do have to call the police, but no, I want to talk to Joe.
What did the police say?
I haven't called them yet, dude.
I haven't called yet.
This is not something to take on alone, Nancy. You better call.
Fine! However, I did get a song commissioned for her. I asked somebody to write a song. He was just looking for song ideas. So I said, how about Michael's the president of the English club? And he wrote the song, and it's like, do, everybody in the country in the tub. Everybody in the country wash and scrub. Everybody in the country to the pub. Michael is the president of the English club. That's the song. It's a pretty awesome song, though. I really like it.
St. Louis Police Department.
I'm calling to report a kidnapping.
Is the kidnapping in progress?
No.
Hold on, miss. I'll transfer you to the Missing Persons Unit.
Missing Persons, Sergeant Mac Ramsey speaking.
I'm calling to report a kidnapping. No longer in progress.
And who am I speaking with, please?
My name is Nancy Drew.
Okay, Miss Drew. Now, did you witness this kidnapping?
No, but I heard it.
What exactly did you hear?
My friend went into a dressing room. I was out in the hall. And I heard her scream, so I went in after her, but she was gone.
When and where did this happen?
Just now, at the Royal Palladium Theater.
And what's your friend's name, Miss Drew?
Maya Nguyen.
Can you spell that, please?
M-A-Y-A, last name N-G-U-Y-E-N.
Age?
19.
Physical description?
She's Asian American. I guess about 5'5", long black hair.
So you didn't actually witness anything, is that right?
I heard her screaming, and I received a threatening phone call. That must count for something.
A threat. Can you describe the voice? Was it a man or a woman?
It was spooky. I think they were using some voice disguise device.
Yes. That'll make it impossible to tell the gender of the caller. Did you notice anything suspicious looking in the vicinity?
No.
No suspects. Any visible signs of struggle in the dressing room? Did your friend leave anything behind? Her purse? Anything that might have fallen out of her pockets?
No.
No evidence. Does your friend work at the theater?
No, she's a student at Washington University.
Does your friend have any enemies?
Maya? I highly doubt it.
And what business did Maya have entering the theater dressing room?
She's a reporter for the school paper. She was there to do an interview.
What about Maya's parents? Have they been contacted?
They're in Vietnam this time of year. I don't know how to contact them.
Okay, miss. I'll file this report. After 24 hours, if she hasn't turned up, we consider her a missing person and begin to investigate.
How can she turn up? She's been kidnapped.
Unlikely. With all the scuttlebutt around this demolition, this stinks of student prank.
A prank? But this building is going to be demolished in 72 hours. How can we afford to take that chance?
How do you mean?
The kidnapper must be holding her in the building, don't you think?
Unlikely. No competent kidnapper keeps their captive anywhere near the scene of the abduction. Is there anything else, Miss Drew?
Sergeant, I really don't think we can afford to wait 24 hours.
It's standard procedure, Miss Drew. Unless you can provide us with some evidence that your friend was taken by force, it's 24 hours.
Thanks, Sergeant. I'll call you back when I have the evidence.
You do that.
Bye.
Okay, so that police officer, Sergeant Ramsey, same voice actor as Joseph. So it's the same guy doing both voices. That's pretty amazing. But he's just so useless, Mr. Ramsey. And that's obviously on purpose, because if the police were actually doing their job correctly, they'd find Maya, and then there wouldn't be a mystery for Nancy to solve. Okay, so, Nick, what's up, buddy?
Nancy, what's the 411?
The 411?
Come on, Nancy. That's vintage slang. You know, the 411, the deal, the lowdown.
Oh, the information.
Exactly.
So, humans against the destruction of illustrious theaters. Tell me about it.
This theater's a spotted owl. It's a humpback whale. It's endangered. Illustrious buildings testify to our finest human hours. They should be celebrated, not bulldozed to make way for cardboard megaplexes. Need I say more?
Do you know what they plan to build on this spot after the theater is gone?
Oh, it's very hush-hush. The name of the building firm is Wave of the Future, and the owner is some B. Thompson, descendant of J.J. Thompson, but he's never available for comment. Fishy, right? $10 says B stands for baloney.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
Fight the power. All right, he is saving the theaters. That's what he is doing. Let's solve some puzzles. I think there's a piece of gum that I need to solve, because I know we've got puzzles and puzzles and puzzles. No, we've got like 3 puzzles here at the start of the game. So in the main row, a main aisle, we have some gum. There it is. There's some gum. Use your magic wand on it, and now you've got a magic wand with gum on it. Beautiful. This will allow us to get something upstairs near Joseph. I think it's on the left-hand side. Right here.
I can't quite reach.
Oh, and here's a death scene. It's cool. Yeah, Nancy sees gum and decides, I'm gonna need some of this later. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what Nancy is like. Hooray! So now I can use the magic wand with gum on it to grab this. Great. And the second one is going to be in the Bee's Knees game. But first, let's talk to Joseph, see what he's up to. I'm sure has something to say.
What did the police say?
They're useless.
According to their policy, Maya's not officially missing yet. If I want their help before tomorrow, I have to come up with some evidence of foul play.
But this theater's gonna be torn down in 3 days. Did you tell them that?
Yeah, I did.
They say it's unlikely that the kidnapper would keep her in the building.
Well, I checked all the outside doors, and they're locked up tight. Only folks who've been in the theater all day are Brady and Simone, you and Maya, Nicholas Falcone, and myself.
You're suggesting it must be one of these people?
Well, I've only got this one pair of eyes, so I can't say 100%.
Did you notice anything suspicious?
I was up here in the projector room, sound testing for the premiere. But I'd be disappointed in your detective work if you didn't put me through the ringer like a regular suspect.
Sound testing. Yeah, I think I remember hearing you practicing your MC voice now that you mention it.
I reckon if the kidnapper wants the demolition stopped, they must be keeping Maya somewhere in the building.
Did I mention what the kidnapper said?
Oh, I think so. Or maybe Brady told me when I saw him in the hall. He seems eager to help.
Oh, okay, so he and Brady did chat. What did you guys chat about?
Helpful suspects. What more could I ask for?
That's the spirit. Now, what's your plan of attack?
Operation Bust a Kidnapper is about to begin. Where can I get an insider's guide to all of the secret passages in this place?
Try calling county administration. The records division keeps that type of stuff. I bet a blueprint would show secret passages that even I've never found. As for the original plans,
okay.
Not the ones from the 56 remodel.
This is an alternate storyline. Should we do it? Should we look for the blueprints? You don't have to do this in order to beat the game. But, yeah, I don't know. I guess it's like 10 minutes and you get told you can't get the blueprints. I think that's it.
What was the 56 remodel all about?
J.J. Thompson, the original owner, died in 1950. His kids inherited it and decided that movie theaters were the wave of the future. Anyway, I've spent the last 40-something years finding my way around this place, so let me know if I can help.
Thanks, Joseph.
Don't let the turkeys get you down.
Looks like everybody is in agreement. They do want to see this storyline about the blueprints from county administration. So the number for county administration is near Nick. We just need to get rid of him, I think.
What's up? Can't talk long. Gotta check on my people.
What's your attachment to saving this theater? You seem so personally invested.
Politics is personal, but with this place, it's ultra personal. My grandma, Louisa Falcone, designed the molds for all the insane plasterwork that you see in this lobby and in the auditorium.
Wow, I can see why you would hate to let it be destroyed. After all, this artwork is her legacy.
True, but there's more. I guess the architect-owner guy, J.J. Thompson, ran out of cash before the building was done. He never paid my grandma dime one, and then he denied that she had ever done the work in the first place.
Why didn't he give her the credit?
Yeah, she was the artist type, not a deal maker. I guess she'd never signed any contractual stuff with JJ, and she didn't have the resources to sue him or any of that. So I guess she just had to let it go.
Let it go, can't hold it back anymore.
I wonder why Thompson would cheat her like that.
Here's the kicker. After JJ sharked her on this 2-year project, she was broke, and then the Great Depression hit. She could never afford to work as an artist again.
What did she do instead?
Louisa, Mother Serenity Falcone? She just kept on trucking in true Falcone style. Died at 97 without a bitter bone in her body. I think she had a happy life, but this theater holds the last artwork she ever did. Don't you see, Nancy? Saving this place is not just for history, it's for justice.
She should at least get credit for her work.
My family has been trying for years, but there doesn't seem to be anything on record that links her to this place. Nancy, could you do me a favor?
I think I know what you're going to ask.
While you're searching, could you just keep your eye out?
Maya's my first priority, as you can imagine. But if there's any way I can help set the record straight on this beautiful artwork, I will.
You're cooler than I thought, Nancy.
I try to play it down.
I don't like her response, and you're smarter than I thought, so I didn't select it. Like, what did he say in that conversation which was particularly smart? Nothing? Oh man, this puzzle. Okay. I got stuck. I do love the music for this puzzle. And I got stuck again. Alright, let's see if I can ever figure this puzzle out. Okay. There we go. I think that was it. I think I needed to go up there. That way I can go down like this. Yeah. No idea what I'm gonna do here. I think I got it. Woo! Do 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 do. Victory music! Victory music! Another thing we can do is pick up a quarter here. Alrighty, so we have a puzzle here to find the secret basement. I think what we do is we loosen this all the way. Let's see, somebody asked if I have a Nintendo Switch. I do, and I have a cool video game for the Nintendo Switch which just came out. It's called The Pizza Delivery Boy Who Saved the World. And I believe the star of the game is actually here in the chat room. And actually, I'm in the game too. So that's like 90% of the reason I have the game. It's pretty awesome. I think, yeah, there's a death scene if I try to like hang out here and get crushed to death by that thing. Yeah, it was so exciting to have the Pizza Delivery Boy Who Saved the World released on Switch, because it came out in 2018, you know, for computers and such. But now it's like on Nintendo, and so my face was on Nintendo.com, and it's just so cool. It's like, why is my face on Nintendo.com? Ow! Crashed. Ouch. Well, that wasn't very good. Game's also out on PlayStation and Xbox as well. Sorry, had to plug my own little project there. Back to this video game. In the downstairs area, we want to solve this puzzle. I think we need to make them all aces, or no, all spades. So let's see if we can make them all spades. Or is it supposed to be all crowns? All jokers, maybe? Here we go. So this is a puzzle. This is a jigsaw puzzle, I believe. Really do like this artwork style. It's pretty cool. And you sometimes see this picture in random places because it's free, so you don't have to pay any money to use it. So it's very convenient that way. Let's see. I'm trying to get the hair into place here. And that's not in the upper left. Yeah, this is a fun jigsaw puzzle. Really like it. So let's see if I can figure out what goes here. Is this just hair? That's just a lot of hair. This lady has so much hair. It's hard to believe. Should probably needs a haircut. Guess the hair's gonna go like that. And that, yes. It's gonna have to be the right-hand side, that little line right there. No, that doesn't make sense. Well, then how do I make the hair make sense? Unless there's, like, hair here. And we've just got lines like that. Maybe that's what it's supposed to be? Got it. Okay, puzzle solved. We've got our 2 gears here. One goes here and one goes there. And this gives us a top secret document. As well as a key. So, Mr. Houdini, I really loved your feat. Unfortunately, I do not have $50,000 that I bet. So, hey, would you like my theater? This is worth $50,000. So, you get half of the theater. Isn't that great, huh? Fantastic. So, this is important news because J.J. Thompson didn't own the whole theater. Harry Houdini owned half of the theater. And there's a key as well. Nice, nice. I think the only other thing here is this really, really creepy, amazing Monty. All right, amazing Monty. Let me start a poll, guys. Which card should we pick? Card should we pick? Left, right, or middle?
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up! Ha ha!
Yeah.
Find the ace of spades. Keep your eye on the card.
Okay, right now middle is winning with 47%. Let's do that. Oh!
Oh, too bad. Try again. The hand is quicker than the eye.
Oh man. Okay, keep my eye on the card.
Find the ace of spades. Keep your eye on the card.
Right. No!
Ooh, I'm sorry. Perhaps you need your eyes checked. The hand is quicker than the eye.
Okay, once more.
Find the ace of spades.
Middle
Keep
is
your
still
eye
winning this
on the
poll
card.
by a large amount. Yay!
Congratulations! You beat the magician. Don't forget to collect
Your
your
audience
winnings.
will be dazzled.
Woohoo! We've done it. We've done it, yes. And this is flash paper. You can throw it in somebody's face and they won't be able to see something.
Your
Convenient,
audience will be
yes. And that's all we can play with this magician.
Ladies and gentlemen, step right up.
Poor Monty.
This magician needs some first aid.
Yeah. He is not looking so amazing right now. Alrighty then, let's talk to Simone. And Brady. Yeah, let's just talk to everybody, and I think finding that piece of evidence is good for ending the first day of the game, maybe?
Nancy Drew, Simone Mueller, don't worry, Vanishing Destiny is off. We've got bigger fish to fry.
So you heard about Maya?
Of course. I mean, a kidnapping? Right out of my star's dressing room? The premiere is small potatoes. It's worth more to us canceled or at least postponed. When the news gets out, the whole nation will be watching.
I'm worried sick about my friend here, and all you can think of is another media event.
Where are you from?
River Heights. Why?
Yes, precisely. River Heights. Listen, doll, I'm from L.A. This ain't my first time at the rodeo. We'll find your friend, or Brady Armstrong will, and when he does, Every girl in America will wish she'd been kidnapped instead of Maya what's-her-name.
That's really rude.
I can't believe you. No girl wants to be kidnapped, ever.
I'm proposing a business alliance. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. We don't have to see eye to eye.
I propose you back off.
Honey, you've got spunk. Ever consider acting? This girl power thing is red hot right now. Of course, we'd have to think of a stage name. Nancy Drew is so utterly forgettable.
Nancy Drew is a really cool name. Yeah, I don't like her. I mean, I didn't like her already, but I double don't like her now.
Joseph says the building was probably locked when the kidnapping happened, and that the kidnapper had to be someone who was inside the theater. Care to comment?
Why don't you tell that little gray troll that I think he did it, just to keep himself from dying of boredom in this old dump. That's my comment.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Oh, please, Nancy, I was on the phone, doing business. But if I'm ever hard-pressed for entertainment, I'm sure kidnapping would be a real hoot.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Bye now.
Bye now.
On your stage name, I'm thinking Samantha Quick. You love it, right?
I don't know. That sounds more like a name for a spy than a singer.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Bye now.
Samantha Quick is the spy in Nancy Drew, Phantom of Venice. Also shows up in The Silent Spy, but she is not silent in that game. She will never shut up in that game. Oh my goodness. Brady. So, are you living here? What are you doing, buddy?
Need any help?
Who's this Simone, and how do you know her?
Simone Mueller, CEO of my life. My agent. Focus on being wholesomely smoldering, she says, and leave the rest to me. So I do. She's been setting up Premier HQ in the women's dressing room. Haven't you heard her snarling at people on the phone?
How do you keep up with all of your fans, Brady? A big star like you must get hundreds of emails.
Hundreds? Try thousands. All my email goes through Simone. She reads it, she writes back. Control issues, you know? Off the record. Any message that says love Brady is just a big electronic smooch from her.
Well, that's creepy.
Do you mind if I take a look around in here?
Be my guest.
Be my guest, put my service to the test, la 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 la.
Why are you so interested in helping me?
Well, Maya was kidnapped from my dressing room after all. I just can't help thinking maybe they meant to kidnap me.
That would make more sense, kidnapping the famous movie star rather than this random person nobody knows about.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
Me? You think I kidnapped Maya and then breezed in here just 4 minutes later? Where would I hide her, in my back pocket?
Hey, just answer the question.
Okay, but where were you?
I was late getting back from a haircut. This is hard for me. I think my hairline might be receding. It's miserable. Simone's gonna go through the roof.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Don't be a stranger.
Okay, so Brady Armstrong is going bald, and he cares more about that than I think anything else, really. He's just worried about losing his hair. Poor Brady. Bald Brady. I don't know. He should probably just shave his head and be done with it. That way nobody has to know he's going bald. That's probably the best strategy here. So let's see. I know the paper about the county administration is somewhere around here, but I think Nicholas is standing in the way.
I haven't found anything that mentions your grandmother, but I did find something very interesting about the ownership of the theater.
Well, don't just stand there. Start breaking it down.
What if Brady grows a mullet? No, I don't think he should do that. I think that would look terrible. Maybe he could grow a goatee, though.
Did you ever hear about a challenge that J.J. Thompson issued to Harry Houdini back in 1925?
Yeah, and?
J.J. put up a big reward for this Houdini challenge. He must have thought the escape was impossible, but Houdini did it, and J.J. didn't have the reward money.
What does this have to do with the ownership of the theater?
From what I can tell, JJ had to give Harry Houdini 50% of the theater as the reward.
Ha! Serves that swindler JJ right. Nancy, do you realize what this means?
Enlighten me.
If Thompson didn't own the whole place, then whoever inherited it from Thompson doesn't legally own the whole place either.
Which means they don't have the authority to knock this building down.
We've got to find out what happened to his half of the ownership. You keep looking for Maya. I've got a laptop out in my van. I'll get online and do some research. Check back soon.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
I love the way he says that. It's like, I've got a laptop out in my van. I'm like, okay, creepy guy. So this is his fancy organization. Had it. Humans Against the Destruction of Illustrious Theaters, founded in 1997 to save the great theaters in St. Louis. Definitely. That is not... I'm trying to find this one. Here we go. Okay, so...
County Administration, 314-555-3309.
That's great. So it's 555-3309, 555-3309, 555...
It's Joseph. Wait till you see this. Come to the projection room.
I won't. I'm busy here. 555-3309. 555-3309.
Records, Madeline speaking.
Hi, I'm looking for the blueprints for the Royal Palladium Theater. Do you have them on file?
Are you a county employee?
No, just a citizen on a mission.
Okay, well, we do keep blueprints on file. Let's see. The computer says there are 2 sets for the Palladium, 1923 and 1956. Do you have a preference?
1923, please. The originals.
Would you like to hold while I retrieve them?
Sure, thanks.
The hold music. La 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 la.
Ma'am?
Yes, I'm still here.
It's very strange, ma'am. They're gone.
Gone? You mean someone checked them out?
Oh, we don't allow people to check them out. You can bring the blueprints to our reading room and study them there, but they're not supposed to leave the building. I can't imagine where they could be. Hold on, let me see if Charles knows.
Charles, you'd better help us out here, buddy.
Ma'am, this is so strange. Charles says some guy was just in here looking at them a few days ago.
What did he look like?
Hold on.
Oh, come on! Really? On hold again?
Hello? Charles said the guy had a hat on. He never really got a look at the guy.
Was he young or old?
Hey, Charles, young or old? Energetic is all Charles remembers.
Okay, well, my name is Nancy Drew. I'm working on some things over here at the Royal Palladium. Could you do a search for the blueprints?
Sure thing. I'll put in a find request. Call back in 5 to 7 business days.
Next week? Oh, I'm afraid I don't have that kind of time. Is there any way to expedite the search?
I'm afraid not. The guy who does our misplaced materials searches just returned from a month of paternity leave, and he's swamped.
I see.
This is urgent?
Yes, it's urgent, all right. But I'll figure something out. Thanks, Madeline.
Good luck.
Bye.
Yeah, so that was definitely useless and did not help whatsoever. My question is, how was Nick able to get into the theater, to his van, and out of the theater? Because the doors are supposed to be locked. I thought Joseph said the doors are locked, nobody could get in or out. That's how we know Maya is still inside the building. But apparently Nick can leave the building whenever he wants. I find that suspicious.
Nancy, take a look at this.
Whoa! It's Maya's press pass.
Oh my gosh, Maya's press pass.
Brady found it.
Okay, somebody's saying clearly Nick drove his van through the walls, or the van is in the theater. Okay, fine, I get it. That's obviously what happened.
This should be enough evidence to get the police over here, don't you think?
I should think so. Give the police a call, and then you better go back to your hotel and get some rest.
But, this is our best lead ever.
Just when I have a lead? No way! I've got to keep searching.
You won't be any help to Maya if you get too tired to think.
Okay, I surrender.
Go ahead and use the phone in the ticket booth. I'll be down in a minute.
Alrighty, let's go downstairs then. And this should bring us to the end of day number 1. So yeah, as I said, that conversation with the county administration is totally optional. You don't have to do it in order to beat the game. And it's kind of useless. All she says is she doesn't know where the blueprints are. It wasn't a very helpful conversation.
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold. Missing persons, this is Ramsey.
Hi, Sergeant Ramsey. This is Nancy Drew. I spoke to you earlier today about the disappearance of my friend, Maya Wen.
Hello, Miss Drew. You're calling to tell me that you found your friend, I hope.
I wish that were true, sir. No, she's still missing. I'm calling to report that I have the evidence you asked for.
What did you find?
Someone else here at the theater found Maya's press pass. It was clipped to her shirt when she went into the dressing room. It must have been torn off when she was kidnapped.
Or it fell off. Or she just tossed it.
Maya is very serious about her work, Sergeant Ramsey. She never goes anywhere without that pass, and she would not willingly leave it behind.
Is the pass damaged in any way?
No.
Was anything disturbed in the area where it was found?
I don't know. I'm not the one who found it.
Okay, well, thanks for checking in, Miss Drew. If Maya hasn't turned up by tomorrow, we'll definitely be out to investigate. Someone will take a look at the press pass then.
But you said that if I found evidence, you'd investigate the theater today.
I'm sorry, Miss Drew, but we can't go chasing after every kid who decides to take a leave of absence. The vast majority of missing juveniles disappear of their own accord, and they reappear when they're good and ready.
You have to believe me. Maya would never play this kind of game. Nicholas Falcone said he thinks somebody is using her to make a statement.
Nicholas Falcone? Is he involved in this? Are you involved with him?
Haddock is demonstrating against the demolition in front of the theater. Nicholas has set up shop in the lobby. I've spoken to him. I'm not involved with him.
Are you aware of the allegations against Mr. Falcone's character, Miss Drew?
Allegations?
Nick Falcone operates according to his own rules. He'll do just about anything to save a theater, and he's not afraid to use extreme tactics.
What kind of extreme tactics?
You name it. Vandalism, sabotage, chaining himself to demolition machinery.
Is that right?
And last year there was a situation over in Nashville. Just when the oldest theater in the city is about to be torn down, and mind you, Haddock is there in full force, a girl goes missing. So happens she's the daughter of the demolition boss. They go crazy looking for her. There's a call, just like the one you described. Anyway, to make a long story short, the demolition is called off. And 3 weeks later, the girl is seen snuggling up to Falcone in a Memphis coffee shop.
Are you suggesting Nicholas is staging this thing?
I'm just saying that there's more to situations like these than meets the eye. Nick Falcone is a real operator and he likes to humiliate the police. I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon here with this whole Royal Palladium thing and let him make my unit look like a bunch of chumps.
I see.
So you aren't going to have any credit with us if you join ranks with him.
Does he have a criminal record?
Oh, minor stuff. Disorderly conduct, trespassing, yada yada yada. But Nick Falcone can slime his way out of a sticky situation like no one I've ever seen. Unfortunately, there's no jail sentence for being a royal pain in the neck.
There are no good citizenship awards for it either.
Look, I know you're worried, but for now, there's nothing we can do. And there's nothing you can do either. Why don't you go home and get some rest? I'm sure you've had a long day.
Well, this has been very informative, Sergeant Ramsey. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Good night, Miss Drew.
He is such a useless officer. Like, we did exactly what he asked, and he's like, oh, never mind, I was just kidding. I'm not going out there to search no matter what. And I love how he's like, wait, are you involved with him? Are you involved with Nick Falcone? It's like, excuse me, officer, my love life is none of your business. Yeah. Anyway, here's something creepy. Joseph was spying on us this whole time.
I heard the whole thing, Nancy. Go get some sleep. I'll keep an eye on things till morning.
Yeah, he was listening and spying on me the whole time. Save the theater, bro. Save the theater, man. I want the theater to be saved. So the next day, this shows up. Deepest sympathy. Planning a funeral is such a dreadful pain. Wouldn't you rather just stop the demolition? Oh, everybody saw the creeper van, huh? Wow, everybody, we got to see Nicholas's van outside. So that's where the van is. I see. And we also have these missing posters for Maya. Good, good, good. They've also got a much clearer picture of Brady. Like, Maya's picture is just kind of blurry and such, but Brady's picture looks fantastic. So Joseph, what's up, my man?
I'm sorry you had to see that wreath, Nancy. It's disgusting.
This is one creepy kidnapper, that's for sure.
Let's hope the kidnapper just did this to scare you.
Like I'm not scared enough? Like I don't know time is running out?
The phone's been ringing off the hook all morning. I don't know how the press got a hold of this, but they're all over it like ants on a picnic.
Where did those missing posters come from?
I can't say for sure, but I can make an educated guess.
Are you thinking of a certain Hollywood agent we know?
Can you believe the way she diverted all of the attention away from Maya and used the poster to promote Brady as the big hero? This shouldn't be happening. It's all backwards.
The police told me Nicholas Falcone is known for using extreme tactics to further his political causes. Why are you letting him use the lobby as his headquarters?
Nicholas has been hanging around this theater since he was a little boy. I know how torn up he is about the theater. This'll be over soon enough, and then he'll go home. I don't think he's dangerous, for gosh sakes.
So where will you go after the demolition? Are you planning to retire?
Greasewood, Arizona. My brother Jake is there. It's a tiny town with no movie theater, so we're gonna put one on the map. I got some money saved.
Who is this J.J. Thompson character anyway?
Old J.J. Owner, visionary, wheeler dealer. J.J. loved a magic show. He had this place built with those kind of big spectacle shows in mind. J.J. also happened to love the sight of his own mug in the mirror. You can tell by the way he ornamented the auditorium with his own head.
The history of this theater is so rich. I'm surprised the city of St. Louis isn't more interested in preserving it.
Well, they are interested. The Historical Society's been working like the dickens to get this place declared a landmark. But someone downtown has been stalling. They're awfully close.
Gotta go now.
Atta girl.
Alrighty. So let's take another look at those posters. You know, everybody's so mean to Simone for making these posters, but they are at least somewhat helpful. What have you done, Nancy? You found evidence that the police rejected. So let's see. So she was born October 1982. So that would make her 39 years old now. 5'5", 127 pounds. Teeth are even and in good repair. How did Simone get information about her teeth? Did she call Maya's dentist? Shoulder-length hair worn in a ponytail or a knot. Last seen wearing jeans. Like, how did she know what Maya was last seen wearing, by the way? I'm wondering how Simone got this information. She must have tried. Birthmark on the right ankle. Like, where did she get any of that information from? Simone must have been doing a lot more research than Nancy was doing. That's all I can say.
Nancy, what's the 411?
You didn't tell me kidnapping was part of Activism 101.
That's all hearsay, Nancy. They got no witnesses, no testimony, no nothing.
So you have or have not used kidnapping to further your causes in the past?
I am not an eco-terrorist, and I would never orchestrate the temporary disappearance of anyone who wasn't in on the plan and down with the cause.
You'd better be in on the law and down with the truth, Nicholas.
Maybe you'd better think about being in on the law and down with the truth, Nicholas.
All right, Officer Nancy, chill out, will ya? I'm on your side.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Now the police hate me and it's all your fault.
Tell me about your relationship with the police.
All I know is they like to dig through my garbage and follow my van. Does this face say America's Most Wanted to you?
I don't know. I don't know how to respond to that.
I'm asking everyone, where were you when the kidnapping happened?
I was outside, harnessing public outrage. Ask anyone.
Joseph told me that the St. Louis Historical Society is in the process of trying to declare this building an historical landmark.
They've been in that process for years. It's all just a big wad of red tape, a bunch of bureaucratic hocus pocus. Hadit's about action, not paperwork.
Catch you later.
Fight the power.
It's interesting he says he was outside when the kidnapping happened because Joseph said he locked the doors immediately, so we need a specific timeline of when Nicholas entered the building. That's what I want to know. That's really what matters to me. So let's see. I think we need to either talk to Simone or Brady. Let's talk to both of them, and that should start this big press conference. And once that big press conference starts, we'll be able to snoop around the women's dressing room, find some new evidence. That's what we do.
Have you seen the posters? Aren't they fabulous?
You made the posters? When?
After Brady found her press pass, of course.
You know I was searching for evidence to show the police. You know every hour counts. But when Brady found the pass, you used it to promote your star before you turned it over?
Maya's on the poster. It says she's missing. So what's your issue? Brady's out plastering those posters all over St. Louis and every podunk town for 50 miles. He's due back at any time, though, for the press conference.
Press conference?
I've invited the press here today to report on Brady's commitment to solving this case. You know, a few questions, a few photo ops, no big deal. That funeral wreath was awful, wasn't it?
What do you know about that wreath?
I had it moved out front for the press conference. We want the press to know just how heartless this kidnapper is, don't we? Then it's all the more fabulous when Brady saves the day.
Yeah, I don't trust her.
How long have you been Brady's agent?
I discovered him on an electric spring morning 6 years ago. He was working the original Coney Dog stand on Sunset Boulevard. It was pure luck. I was craving an all-beef frank at 7 a.m. He's been the jewel in my crown ever since.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
Alrighty, so now we know about the press conference. Maybe we can talk to Brady about it. Wrong door. Brady, here you are, buddy.
How are you holding up?
You've already been a big help. Is there anything you can tell me about Maya's press pass?
I found it in the basement. The balcony. It was the balcony.
Great job on the posters, too. You market yourself like a real pro.
Please, Nancy. It's not me.
I guess I should have my eyes checked. I could have sworn that poster was all about you.
It's Simone. She's relentless. I'm just a hostage on her runaway bus.
I don't know. Do you always have to do everything she says?
That's funny. I don't see any gun to your head. Just a wad of money dangling in front of your nose.
It's more complicated than you think. Listen, I've got to get ready for this press conference. I'll talk to you later.
Oh, I think I offended him.
Not now, Nancy.
Okay. Fine, whatever. Sorry I offended you, Mr. Army Strong. I'm just a hostage on her runaway bus. Well, you can have fun looking at these silly, posters. There's William Shakers, King Liam, and Wonderful City. They look like they're having fun, huh? Let's see, has the press conference started yet? No, it has not.
I got the number. I left it in the ticket booth. This woman isn't Houdini herself. She's the widow of one of Houdini's cousins.
Oh, hey, this is good.
But it couldn't hurt to give her a call. I'll get right on that.
Okay, folks, we're about to get started here. Mrs. Mueller and Mr. Armstrong will do their best to answer all of your questions in the time allotted. But let's proceed with good manners, shall we?
Thank you. really sorry that the circumstances of our meeting are not more festive. Wouldn't it be nice if we were all gathered here today to revel in the blockbuster success of Brady Armstrong's new movie, Vanishing Destiny? Wouldn't we all prefer to turn our attention to record ticket sales and the squeals of delighted fans across the nation? But alas, we have come together today over tragedy, not triumph. I've called this conference specifically to let you know, and I trust you will take it upon yourselves to inform the world, that Brady Armstrong will not rest. The greatest performance of his career will not be unveiled until Maya Nguyen.
Hey lady, you're breaking my heart. But isn't her name Maya Wynn?
Until
How's Nicholas able to talk outside while he's clearly inside?
safe and sound.
That's weird.
Already, our real-life hero has searched this theater and uncovered important evidence. Already, he has driven 200 miles in a rent-a-car, no less, distributing missing posters to all the outer-lying regions of this great city. You see, Brady Armstrong is a hero and a regular guy, all rolled into one.
Ooh, I'm swooning.
Put a sock in it, Mr. Camouflage. And now, without further ado, I'd like to open the floor up to questions.
Is it true that the girl was at the theater to interview Brady Armstrong? What was the interview about?
Mr. Charmstrong, do you find your fans respond to you more in your chicken suit or in your curly wig?
Did anyone hear her scream?
Ms. Mueller, you're his agent. Chicken suit or curly wig?
Any speculation of where the kidnapper's hiding her? Where did this funeral wreath come from?
Isn't it a little unusual for a movie star to help with a kidnapping like this?
People, one at a time. Brady.
Well, with all of my experience on the silver screen, I feel well prepared to save the day in St. Louis.
Do you think the kidnapper is violent?
Mr. Charmstrong, have you ever thought about growing a mustache? It might really distinguish you.
Is it true you're offering a reward for the facts leading to Maya's return?
That's right. Autographed movie posters for anyone and everyone who comes forward with a decent lead.
Yes, is it true that that Detective Nancy Drew is on the case?
Yes, Nancy Drew is investigating.
Is she available for comment?
It's a difficult situation. You see, Maya is a friend of Nancy's, and the personal connection, well, it may be clouding the detective's judgment. She's really on edge.
Isn't anybody around here concerned about the welfare of this magnificent theater? There's more than one life at stake today, you know. Okay, I'm sorry. Hey, press people, over here. If you want the real story, talk to me. Sorry, Miss Mueller, you'll have your photo op in a moment. Yeah, over here, down by my van.
He's leading everybody to his van again. I don't know why. He's just, hey, everybody, hang out in my van. All right. So let's call it Eustacia Ann Dropoff, a very, very, very old woman.
Yes, hello.
Hello, is this Eustacia Ann Dropoff?
Who else would it be? Everyone else is dead.
Oh, Mrs. Andropoff, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm trying to find out some information about Harry Houdini. Is it true that you're his cousin?
Who wants to know?
Oh, I beg your pardon. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case in St. Louis.
Harry was only my cousin by marriage, but my husband is dead, and so is Harry. So I guess that makes me nobody's cousin. Satisfied?
I'm researching Mr. Houdini's ownership of the Royal Palladium Theater. Would you know anything about this?
He owned it. Half of it anyway, for a few months. Then he died. Does that help?
Do you know what happened to his half? Did he sign it back over to J.J. Thompson?
Return it to James Jehoshaphat? Mr. Stupendous? Not on his life. Losing that man was Harry's greatest escape.
Did someone in Houdini's family inherit the theater?
Harry made a plan to give his half of the theater to someone he admired. A young magician, I assume. Perhaps a protege. I remember my husband telling me this.
Can you tell me anything more?
More? I'm 96 over here. I don't exactly have time to burn.
I know it was a long time ago, Mrs. Andropoff, but this is terribly important. My friend is in danger, and finding out what happened to Houdini's half of the theater may be my only hope of saving her.
Call the Library of Congress. Ask about the Houdini collection. There must be something in all of those letters. You tell that Sherman Trout, Eustacia said. You're not dead yet, Shermy, so get up and make yourself useful.
The Library of Congress. You don't happen to have that number, do you?
Well, I should have this letter from Shermy around here somewhere. Cat food coupons. Vincent Jacozzi repair. Dear Eustacia. Here we go. Library of Congress, Washington, D.C. 202-555-5000.
Thanks, Mrs. Andropoff. You've been a great help.
Save it for my funeral.
Her funeral, which I'm afraid probably already happened. Because how old is this game? 2001. So this game is like 21 years old. And if she's 95 now, that means she'd have to be, like, if she's not dead yet, she would be 115 years old?
Manuscripts.
I'm trying to reach Sherman Trout, please.
Speaking. How may I help you?
Hi, Mr. Trout. My name is Nancy Drew. I'm a detective working on a case that involves Harry Houdini and the Royal Palladium Theater in St. Louis. Eustacia Andropoff recommended I call you.
Ah, yes. Eustacia was most helpful to us when we were assembling our Houdini collection. I presume you'd like to have a look at it?
Yes, please, Mr. Trout. I'm very interested.
Fine. Well, you'll just need to register with the library when you get here and fill out a request for the materials you wish to view. When your request has been processed, the materials will be delivered to one of our reading rooms where you can view them.
Mr. Trout, please let me explain. Unfortunately, there's no way for me to come to Washington, D.C. to do research. I'm hoping you could help me find a document.
Well, Miss Drew, I'm sorry if you have logistical constraints, but please understand my own limitations. The Library of Congress currently holds over 40 million items, contained in 10,000 separate collections. It's the largest and most comprehensive library in the world. I simply don't have time to run research errands for the individual citizens.
Mr. Trout, if I don't solve this case in a matter of hours, the building I'm standing in will be demolished and an innocent 19-year-old girl, a friend of mine, may lose her life. You may be my only hope.
Why is your friend in danger?
She was kidnapped by someone desperate to save this building from demolition.
And what can you possibly be hoping to find in the Houdini collection that would help matters?
Mr. Houdini was part owner of the theater, and I'm trying to find out who inherited his half or what became of it when he died. I'm hoping Houdini might have discussed it somewhere in his personal documents. If I can prove that the current owner is not legally the full owner, then maybe I can get the demolition stopped and save Maya.
I see. Well, this sounds urgent. I suppose I can take a look.
That would be such a help, Mr. Trout. If you find anything, could you overnight it to me at the Royal Palladium?
Well, I certainly can't send you the document itself. It's a historical artifact now. But I could send you a slide. What's the street address there, if I find anything?
It's 1330 Washington Avenue, St. Louis, Missouri, 63101. Please send the package in care of Nicholas Falcone or myself, Nancy Drew. I can't tell you how grateful I am, Mr. Trout. You might just be a lifesaver.
Miss Drew, I assure you, Sherman Trout is a man of his word.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Thanks, Sherman. You're great. That's amazing. Sherman Trout, everyone. He is going to send us a package tomorrow. Hopefully, that is what he hopes to do. So, everybody's gone at the press conference. Which means we can sneak around in Simone's room. She left behind her giant purse. And I believe she also left behind...
That might come in handy later.
that item. Can I steal it? Oh, I guess Nancy doesn't know why she needs it, so she's not gonna steal it. Really, Nancy? Okay. So here's the camera. It's got pictures of Brady Armstrong, the curly wig. See, with that curly wig, no one notices the fact that he's going bald. I feel like he should wear this wig all the time. Ooh, that's a better curly wig. Yeah, actually, yeah, I like this one better. Much better. And then, the chicken suit. He does not seem to like the chicken suit, I'm afraid. And where was the press pass found? Was it in the balcony? It was actually found downstairs, right? Downstairs. I have no idea how Nancy overlooked that earlier. But it's downstairs. Looks like we tried out several different locations before deciding which one was the official one. Please enter the code. What on earth is this puzzle? Don't know. I'll come back to that later, okay? Let's go to the Hidden Passageway. Can we just go through it right here? Yeah, now that I know the Hidden Passageway exists. It's actually a really fast and convenient way to get to Brady's dressing room.
It's locked.
So, Nancy knows it's locked. Now she can grab that bobby pin to undo the lock. Someone's suggesting 4 corners and then middle, and that's how we solve that puzzle. We can try. Sure. But first I want to grab this bobby pin. Excellent. We can look at some of these receipts. So she bought the funeral wreath. Paid $300 for it too. Georgie Bear, birthday 8/13. And I think that's exactly what we need for this puzzle. 8/13. And then star. So what was 4 corners and then middle? We'll try that. Yep, 4 corners and the middle. Definitely. I don't think we can call Georgie Bear. I don't think he will actually answer the phone. So here's her calendar. Emails. Hi, I'm Maya. Can I interview you the day of the message? Hi, Maya. I'd be glad to meet with you, and we need a fantastic ad for the newspaper. Definitely. Hi, I'm glad you're being generous and meeting with me, but the deadline's a deadline. I don't know anything about getting ads. Hey, Mr. Brady, my friend Lisa said you did all of your own dance moves and Dr. Salsa. And if that's true, it's really cool. I like salsa. It's delicious. I watched it 4 times in one day. Will you ever do a movie with Tracy Martin again? She's so cool. Brady, I've written 22 emails. You never answered. What's your problem, dude? Write back. Brady, I read an article which says sometimes men with ponytails are trying to cover up their bald spots. Do you have a bald spot, Baldy? Please tell. I can keep a secret. Xena. Brady, what's up? I was wondering if your next movie is going to be, but can you play the guitar? I think you should start a band. I'm in a band. We're called Senator Spanky. Cool, huh? Huh? You should be in one too. I bet you rock. I'd better do my homework. Right back. Hey, Brady. As far as dudes go, I'm probably your #1 fan. I'm a young actor, 12, going on 13. I'm wondering if you have any tips for me. How'd you get discovered? Please help me. Sincerely, J.R. Jetson. Do you think this is a cool name? Your ponytail's cool, too. We didn't really get to see his ponytail. It's kind of sad. I wish we got to see his ponytail. So sent emails. Georgie Bear, thanks for your message. I miss you too, sugar. Can't talk, though. Lots happening here. I'm a genius. Simonster. Carol, look, something came up. I won't be able to come back. Come on, just cancel the flight. Cecil, things are going great. The premiere's off for now. News is fantastic. Good job, Rhonda. Cecil, have you been brushing Miss Sparkles? I checked in with her this morning on the webcam, and she's looking awfully bedraggled. She's a very sensitive cat, Cecil. She hates to have a bad fur day. If you've ever traumatized her, you'll be sorry you met me. Hey, Murph, thanks for getting me those contact sheets so fast. The black and white glossies for Destiny definitely need another airbrush. Can you do anything to make his jawline look more defined? He kind of has a weak jaw. So I think that's everything on the PDA. That is Simone's crazy, crazy PDA. I kind of want to see a movie called Dr. Salsa now. That sounds great. Yeah. Oh man, it was amazing. Cool. So, in Brady's dressing room, we're going to open up.
It's locked.
This. This tells us how to find a secret passageway. It's 121192. Wow, that's tough. And then it's left and right. How does that even work? Okay, so you need to lower left and right to lowest, then magnet, then up, and then trapdoor. You have to do all those things in the right order. So let's just try to remember. 121192. 121, 192. Because this happens in Joseph's room.
Get smart, Nancy True. You're wasting precious time. Stop the demolition or you'll never see her again.
Oh no! Threatening message from the culprits! So we're gonna go into Joseph's room here. 121, 192. It's right here. Got it. Okay. So left and right fader. Guess we need to turn it on. Move this stuff all the way down. Then attach the magnets. Up. And then trapdoor. And I think that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, step right up and find the ace of spades.
Hello? Hello?
Hello?
This must be where the threat came from. Okay, you rotten kidnapper.
Mean old kidnapper. Yeah, the kidnapper was in Joseph's projection room. That's not suspicious in the slightest. Let's see, can I sneak out? Can I take a look? Yeah, you can kind of see those things. Oh, and there's a focus knob. Oh. I just ruined it. Whoops, didn't mean to break the old projector. Good thing the theater is getting destroyed in like a day, otherwise I'd be in trouble. So there's the extra bulb for the projector, by the way. Just there. It is kind of weird that Nancy talked into the microphone. Now everybody in the entire theater knows where she was. Let's see. Yeah, there we go. We get a death scene here. Once you get that threatening message, it's a death scene. Whoa! Oh, good, I survived. Haha! Falling Klieg-Light. Yeah. Dangerous. Well, let's check out this. these cages. If I did it correctly, I can climb down here. I did it correctly, hooray! And guess what I see?
Maya!
Hooray! We found Maya, and we just got trapped by the culprit. What was that? Oh no, she's gone! No, no! Wait, so how did the culprit manage to grab Maya from this room at the same time being up in Joseph's control room to close the doors? What? I'm so confused. Hey, anybody here? How am I gonna get out? Uh-oh. This is not good. Oh, good, there's a hidden trap door. Thank goodness. Let's go through here.
These pieces won't budge.
Yes, this is a puzzle. Right, so we need to go up here to a secret chair. Yeah, all we saw was somebody wearing a pair of jeans and shoes. Like, it could have been not Maya. It definitely could have been somebody else. It could have been the culprit pretending to be Maya. I don't know.
Help! Is anybody out there?
Who's there?
It's me, Nancy.
It's Nancy.
Nancy? For goodness sakes. What are you doing down there? This chair seems to be stuck. Hold on, I'm greasing the wheels here.
So, kind of exploring the hidden passageways. You knew about these hidden passageways? Why didn't you tell me about them earlier?
I found a secret room under the stage. I've got to check it out.
Magician's room. I swear, Nancy, as long as I've worked here, I've never been able to find my way in there.
I found the door, but the pieces that open the door are stuck.
Here, try this. Hurry.
Extreme close-up of Joseph's face. Ah. I'm just glad we did not get an extreme close-up of Brady Armstrong's face, though. That would be great. I'm very
this should
thankful
loosen
for that.
things up.
And now we have a slider puzzle. We need to slide these pieces around in order to make a pathway for our little rabbit piece. So let's see, how on earth are we gonna do that? Like this, maybe? No idea. I guess I should probably try to move these big pieces on the top. But what does that do? That does nothing. That doesn't help me in the slightest. I think I just moved myself back to starting position, actually. Oh, no. Okay, let's try this again. Those things up. This one left. Up, right. Right. Down, down. With this right, this up. This right again. This right again. This right, this down, this down. I feel like this just leaves me in the same, like, mess I was in earlier. Huh. Yeah. Ooh, boy. This is a tough one. Is there like a key to this room rather than just a terrible puzzle? Because it feels like this would not be useful for all the magicians that want to get inside the magician's room. Maybe it's this. If I get that yellow piece in the bottom right-hand corner. That's what you're supposed to do. Get that yellow piece in the bottom right-hand corner, and then you're done. That's how you do it. Alright, so we're in the magician's room. which has a guillotine. Yeah. Creepy. We have a book on magic here, unless I'm mistaken. Magician's Secrets. Phantom Messages. Woo! Ah, and then the flash paper, the one that we've got earlier. This is what it's can be used for. It's how you light that flash paper. Cool. And then what's this? Is it a clue or is it cake?
Her shoe.
Oh, it's a clue, everybody. Oh man, I thought it was cake. Well, you actually have some pizza here.
She
That's
was just
good.
here.
I don't know if you could say she was just here, Nancy. I mean, that pizza might be like super old pizza from days ago. You don't know, do you? Actually, hold on a second. Was that magician's poster Allison Egan, like Dexter Egan? Oh yes, and then here we have some gloves. You want to
Rubber
grab?
is shockproof.
You want to grab the gloves because gloves are rubber and rubber is shockproof. I guess Maya wasn't all that hungry if she didn't finish her hostage pizza. So I think you die. Like that. Jeez. Yeah. I think you die if you don't use
The gate is electrified.
gloves. Keep this door open. It automatically locks if it closes. Thanks, Joseph. Oh boy, this puzzle. We need to figure out the 9-digit combination. We seriously need to call the pizza delivery guy, ask who he delivered the pizza to. That might solve the mystery. We'll definitely solve the mystery through the pizza delivery guy. Two, 5, 8, 9, 6, 2, 5, 8, 9, 3, 2, 5, 8, 9, 7, 2, 5, 8, 9, 4, perhaps? 2, 5, 8, 9, 1, 4, 7. 2, 5, 8, 9, 1, 4, 3. 2, 5, 8, 9, 1, 4, 6, 3, 7. That is the solution this time. I believe it changes every time you play the game. Okay, let's get out of here.
Oh, Nancy. Hey.
I think the kidnapper just moved Maya to a new hiding place. Have you seen anything suspicious around here?
Wow, are you sure? I didn't see anything.
I found evidence that will prove that Maya's being held in this building.
Wow. Evidence. Where?
I'll talk to you later. I've got to get a hold of Sergeant Ramsey.
Nancy, the evidence didn't convince him yesterday. Why would it convince him today? Oh, well, that's what we do. We're gonna call the police officer and hope he's not as useless as he has been the past, well, you know, every single time we've called him. Past 2 times we've called him. We've only called him twice, right? Well, 3rd time's the charm, maybe?
St. Louis Police Department.
Missing persons unit, please.
Please hold. Missing persons. This is Ramsey.
Sergeant Ramsey, it's Nancy Drew.
Hi, Miss Drew.
I found Maya.
You found her? So the case is closed.
I found her, and then she disappeared again.
Good grief. This girl's a regular Houdini. All right. What have you got for me?
I found a secret room under the stage. I saw Maya through a peephole, but by the time I got into the room, she was gone. The kidnapper must have moved her.
A peephole, huh? Are you sure you saw her?
Sir, there's evidence. Pizza boxes and one of Maya's shoes. I left everything where it was so you could see for yourself.
So you think the kidnapper's been using this secret room as a base camp? Well, this is very interesting, Miss Drew. It sounds like you've been conducting quite a search.
Now will you please send someone over to investigate?
Yep. Just bear with me while I try to find an available car. Help is on the way, Miss Drew.
Great. Bye.
I really wish Nancy could meet Sergeant Ramsey, meet him face to face, but instead I think she goes home and goes to sleep. Yeah. Do we talk to Joseph before Nancy goes home and goes to sleep?
Hi, Nancy. What happened?
I found Maya.
You found her? Oh, that's great. Where is she now?
By the time I got through that door, the room was empty.
Are you sure you didn't just imagine you saw her?
Hey, buddy. I am not making things up, okay?
I'm sure. She was there, and now she's gone. Don't tell me you think I'm crazy, too.
But what do you mean, gone? She left?
Well, she didn't just get up and walk away. Her legs were tied.
The kidnapper must have moved her.
Did you actually see her legs get tied, though, Nancy? All I saw was a pizza box.
I found a couple of pizza boxes down there, so at least I know she's not starving.
Evidence. That should interest the police. Have you called them?
Yeah, they said they'll come check it out, but they may not be able to get here for a while.
I'll wait up for the police. You get some rest, Nancy. You're gonna need it for tomorrow.
Thanks, Joseph. I am exhausted.
It is just a silly move on Nancy's part to just go away and go to sleep instead of hanging around here. And now it's day number 3, the day it's going to be destroyed. The police have showed up, and I don't see Nicholas's van anywhere. The kidnapper demands $50,000? What? Okay, they got a phone call yesterday demanding $50,000 from, and it came from a payphone in Granite City. So the police believe, oh, well, the kidnapper must be there, obviously. So let's destroy the theater. It's totally cool to do that. Oh my goodness. Officer, how could you do a thing like that? Let's call him back. Let's see what he's doing.
You've reached the St. Louis Police Department. This is a non-emergency line. Calls will be answered in the order they will receive. All operators are busy helping other callers.
Oh, darn. Nancy, see me right away. Joseph, okay. Let's do that. Let's talk to Joe. Oh, also, I love this final day of the game. Somebody vandalized this. It's like, I heart money, mustache, and goatee. Yeah, see, I think the mustache really does help him. He looks great with that. Brady Charmstrong. Alrighty, Joseph. Where are you? You're hiding behind the projector, as always.
Can you believe this ransom demand coming out of thin air?
Do you think it's real?
Apparently, the call came from north of here, a town called Granite City. Personally, I think it's a hoax, but now the police are convinced that Maya's not in this building.
Oh no, the police aren't taking that call for granted.
But what about the evidence I found?
Are you sure the pizza boxes were in that magician's room? Because the police couldn't find anything.
Well, didn't Joseph say he's never been able to reach the magician's room in all the time he's been here? So how was he able to lead the police to the magician's room? Really, I can't believe Nancy left instead of just waiting 5 minutes to just get the evidence and give it to the police.
What do you mean they couldn't find anything?
They searched the whole building.
How could they miss 2 big pizza boxes with leftover pizza inside? What about Maya's shoe?
No trace of that either.
Even without the evidence, that corner of the room had obviously been lived in recently.
Follow your gut, Nancy. If you think Maya's still here, you keep looking for her, you hear?
I was backstage earlier, and one of the stage lights came crashing down. It almost hit me.
Oh, Nancy, thank goodness you're okay.
Yeah, the police might have gotten stuck on the slider puzzle, and they just gave up and went home. Maybe that's what happened. And they just pretended they didn't find any evidence to cover for the fact that they couldn't solve that silly slider puzzle.
I got another threat from the kidnapper. That creepy voice came on the PA and told me to stop searching for Maya.
The projection room? But who? Someone must have ducked out of the press conference. I was so busy with crowd control, I didn't even notice.
It's only a matter of hours until the demolition. How are you holding up, Joseph?
Oh, fine. Everything's great. Fine. I was up till the wee hours polishing up the lobby. Heck, I'm even fixing to repair the old keymaker so you can give it a whirl. Guess old habits die hard, eh?
Gotta go now.
Bye.
Bye. So he is going to fix the keymaker, which is downstairs. I don't think I've shown it off, but this is the keymaker. It's been out of service. We need it in order to beat the game.
Did you call? What's the story?
Sure did.
Go on, spill it.
She didn't know much, but she gave me the number of this guy at the Library of Congress who has access to the archives of Houdini's letters.
And what did they say?
Sherman Trout is on our side. Keep your eyes peeled for a special delivery.
Way to go, Nancy! You're on fire!
Woohoo! Catch you later.
Fight the power. Hola!
Catch you later.
On the flip side.
Alrighty. Okay, so now we're gonna visit Brady, I think. Brady or Simone or something like that. We can have a big scene with Brady here, but I don't see Brady's stuff. Oh, there he is. That's why I can't steal his stuff. He's here.
What are you doing hanging out with that Falcone jerk?
Wait, what? Excuse me, overprotective big brother.
Who are you, my overprotective big brother?
That guy's bad news, and he's certainly not gonna help your credibility with the police.
Thanks, Brady, but I've got everything under control.
Just trying to help.
Talk to you later, Brady.
Don't be a stranger.
Always thought that was a weirdly timed scene. Like, Nancy's been hanging out with Nick since the beginning of this game. This is day number 3 of her hanging out with him, and Brady is just now giving her grief about it. Like, what?
How's progress?
I know you sent the funeral wreath. Now where's Maya?
I don't know what you're talking about, Sugar. Listen, the pressure must really be getting to you. I know a top-notch aromatherapist in town, okay? I'll give you her number.
I'm not stressed out. I'm livid. I went through your stuff and I know what you did.
You broke into my personal property? I could have you arrested for that.
It's just business, Simone. You do what agents do, I do what detectives do. I'm sure you can appreciate that.
All right, I sent the stupid wreath, but I'm no kidnapper. I needed something for the cameras, didn't I? And it was a very tasteful arrangement. Should have been for $300. Perhaps I went a little overboard.
Someone should sentence you to 50 years of humanity service, whether you're the kidnapper or not.
So, Nancy doesn't want to talk to Simone ever again, I assume.
How's progress?
Brady seems uncomfortable with some of your, tactics.
Oh, he's just whining because I made him chop off his ponytail. I don't know what's gotten into him with this free will thing. I told him, you can't even dress yourself, kid, but if you want your blockbuster career to crash and burn, go ahead, manage yourself.
Have you heard about this ransom demand?
50 grand, what a joke. Isn't it just like a rank amateur to jump on the bandwagon? Anyone with a pinch of class would have demanded at least $1 million.
I think your phone's about to ring.
Ciao.
Very much like Simone to complain the kidnapper's not asking for enough ransom money. Alrighty, so let's go sneak into Brady's area. Yes, now he's gone and we can sneak into his bag. Yes! So he is trying some hair formula, pro-grain, extra strength for men, hair growth treatment. Sunny Boy for some tanning. Ooh, a pencil. Might need that.
Maya's notebook.
And what's this? Maya's notebook? Why is the Royal Palladium here? Like, why would we have a movie premiere here? Where are all the other movie stars at the premiere? Do you have a history with this place? What's your next project? Where do you see yourself in 10 years? Do you regret doing something in the past? And then I'll hit him with the big evidence. Ha 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 ha.
Hey, you.
Brady.
The jig is up, Brady. Start talking.
Huh? I'm afraid you've lost me.
You've been lying to me, playing Mr. Helpful and Concerned all this time. I found her notebook in your bag.
I haven't done anything wrong.
I wonder if the police will agree with that.
Okay, Nancy, here's the deal. My real name is Brady Thompson. Simone pushed for Armstrong, more wholesomely smoldering, she said.
So?
Yeah, so?
I'm Wave of the Future, Inc., the owner of this theater, great nephew of JJ himself.
So why don't you stop the demolition?
The place is shabby. It needs major repairs. It's a money pit and a has-been. Not the image I want to project.
Is everything about image with you?
Never underestimate the power of image, Nancy. You are what you project.
And what is it that you wish to project?
When people think of Brady Armstrong, they think sparkling white teeth and healthy glow. Success glows. It doesn't crumble and sag. The hero never rides a has-been horse.
Yeah, so Brady is secretly the owner of the theater, and he could stop the demolition, but he doesn't want to, so he's not going to.
Then why don't you sell the theater to someone else?
When I saw these ritzy theme restaurants popping up all over the country, it hit me like pow. My first original idea. Brady Armstrong's Planet Tinseltown. Can't you see it on the marquee? Grand opening. The lights will say it all.
Keep going. You've got a lot more explaining to do.
I've sworn to be the captain of my own destiny. Maya was going to expose me, muck up my name in this controversy. It would have been a dark cloud over the launch of Tinseltown.
So you kidnapped her because she was going to make your little restaurant seem less good?
I don't care about your name. Where's Maya?
I didn't kidnap her. I found her notepad in the basement with the press pass. I just thought I'd hang on to it for a few days until the dust settles.
But she could be dead!
How could you withhold anything that might help me find her? How could you?
Sorry, Nancy. Look, you're not thinking clearly. It's obvious she's not in the building. We've searched everywhere.
I found her yesterday. Don't look at me with that happy smile on your face. We saw her yesterday. There's a pizza box to prove it.
Call off the demolition. You've got to.
You're the only one who thinks she's here. There's no evidence.
There was evidence. I found a pizza box and one of her shoes.
Evidence that no one was able to verify. Who's to say you didn't imagine that stuff?
Nicholas thinks she's in the building.
He's an outlaw, and he's using you.
Joseph believes me.
He's a confused old codger. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to rally a wrecking crew.
No!
Brady, no!
And he goes off to summon a wrecking ball. We clawed, we chained our hearts in vain. We jumped, never asking why. We kissed, I fell under your spell. A love no one could deny. Don't you ever say I just walked away. I will always want you. I can't live a lie running for my life. I will always want you. You came in like a wrecking ball, and I never fell full hard in love. All I wanted was to break your walls. All you ever did was wreck me. Yeah, you wrecked me. Yeah, you wrecked me. And we just got a key. I believe that's the correct answer for the key. the key which is upstairs. I might as well show you the puzzle before, yeah, I think I'll show you the puzzle. It's here. It's this. We use the key. Sorry, we use the, come on, pencil to get the outline of the key, and that's how we know what key we need to make in order to open that, the projector. Make a key with somebody's name on it. Oh, I never thought about that. That would be cool. That would be a good idea. Yeah, that would work. Only if the person had a 4-letter name, though. So Maya could get her own name there. That would be cool.
Nancy, we could be golden! A package just came from that museum. We may have the goods to stop this demolition dead in its tracks. Check the ticket booth.
Great, great. We've got this info right now. Where is it? Not that. Here. I couldn't find anything written in Mr. Houdini's own hand, but I did find this letter. I hope it helps. Sherman Trout. H for helpful.
Nancy, you've got to find out what's on that slide.
I'll talk to Joseph and see if he knows what the...
We can't wait for Joseph. He's probably roaming around saying goodbye to each and every doorknob. I heard they're about to start clearing out the building. You've got to hurry.
Nicholas, I don't think you...
I'll cover for you when the police come in. This is it, Nancy. Go!
Go time, everybody. End game sequence. We need to see this slide. So let's see. I think I used the key to open this up.
Okay, officers, this is our final sweep. In a matter of minutes, this building will be nothing but a pile of rubble.
I'm so close. I just need a few more minutes.
I just found the lost county administration files and everything. Ah. Okay, I think we shut that. I think we need to hide inside the closet. And that will fool the police.
See anything, Dino? All clear in here, Sarge.
Wow, he did not even try. And I find it weird that the police don't notice Nancy messing with like the blueprints and everything right here. Because that's a pretty big theater. Can't they see her messing around with the projection room and such? Wait, what's this? Huh? Okay, there's the focus knob, but we've got two things here. Check this out.
Testing. Testing. 1, 2, 3, testing. Is this thing on? Hello?
Hey, isn't that what Joseph said when Maya was kidnapped? Why would he have a recording of that? That's curious. And what about this other thing? Can I back away from this? Do I go up? Okay, check this. This is the voice swap machine. Voice swap? Oh no! Uh-oh.
I need that knob.
So Joseph has a voice changer like the culprit, and Joseph set up
Another
a fake
secret
alibi for
passageway.
himself at the time of the kidnapping. Joseph's seeming pretty guilty right now. The ice depository, upstairs ice depository, hidden switch.
I should switch the power off.
Hidden switch upstairs. And let's actually check out this Houdini letter too. Might as well, right? I want to read it. Dear Harry, how's tricks? Not that I need to ask. I've seen the papers and I know you're dazzling the crowds wherever you go. I received your letter and I must say I'm very intrigued by your plans. This Thompson character sounds slippery indeed. If you want to disentangle yourself from him and have the opportunity to do a good deed at the same time, I say bravo! What a windfall for a struggling young artist to inherit 50% ownership of a thriving theater like the Royal Palladium. But who's this mysterious beneficiary of yours? A magician, I assume. But where in the world did you come across a woman magician? I've never even heard of one. Is she talented? Once again, your generosity is unsurpassed. I commend your noble heart and look forward to seeing you at the Princess in Montreal. It will be an auspicious reunion. All the best, your friend and colleague, Dizzy Notion.
Hey, Nancy, I've been looking for you.
Ah! Jeez! Showing up out of nowhere there, Joseph. Hey, Joseph, how did you avoid the police?
How did you avoid the police?
I've decided I need to get organized, Nancy. Tomorrow I'm really gonna straighten up in here.
There's not gonna be a tomorrow. This theater is gonna be destroyed.
I'd say death by wrecking ball and or felony kidnapping charges rank higher on your list of problems than office clutter at the moment, Joseph.
I think a fresh coat of paint would really cheer things up, don't you?
Joseph, you're the kidnapper. Why are you talking about cleaning the place that's gonna be destroyed in like 2 seconds?
Look, it's too late to save the theater now. I know you don't want to hurt Maya, or you wouldn't have kept encouraging me to find her.
Do you think the premiere will sell out?
There is no premiere!
The police think the building is empty. You've got to help me, or we'll all be smashed to bits.
Don't tell them she's here, Nancy. I'll take her away and knock down the theater.
They're knocking down the theater anyway.
They're gonna knock it down anyway. Please, we don't have much time.
Don't tell them, Nancy.
Yeah, and we've got this creepy timer in the bottom left-hand corner. It's just so creepy how for half of the conversation, Joseph seems not to know what you're talking about at all. It's like he's the kidnapper, but part of him doesn't even realize it. And I should have shown this off earlier. So his brother is dead. He does have nowhere else to go. Poor Joseph. Alright, so that key we found on the first day of the game opens up this. Gives us a letter. Dear Hiram, la 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 la. It's from J.J. Thompson about Louisa Falcone. Because it looks like Harry Houdini sold half of the theater to Louisa Falcone. Yeah, he figured out that Louisa Falcone was never paid for her work. So that means, Harry, it looks like Harry gave away his half of the theater to Louisa Falcone, but it looks like she never signed this agreement. Crazy times. Okay, so I think one of those 3 keys is the correct key, which will open up this door. Let's see.
I must have the key somewhere in my bag of tricks.
Let's try red one. Oh, it's a red one. All right, here we are. We're here at the ice area. This is what they did before air conditioning. They had big ice depositories in the ceiling, I suppose.
Hang on, Maya. I'll get you out of there. Even Hercules couldn't pull this off.
Oh man, it's heavy. I don't think I could. Oh, here's a hacksaw. Okay, let's use both those items here. Where can I use the hacksaw?
Even Hercules couldn't pull this off.
Okay, I'll use this instead.
This is useless.
Nancy!
This is useless.
Oh, man! Okay, hacksaw on the window, maybe? Like, where does the hacksaw get used? I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, Maya does look very trapped. She must be freezing.
Not so fast, Detective.
Okay, Joseph, let me
3
pass.
minutes till demolition.
Okay. I think we got stuck here. Like, I can't access Nancy's inventory. Yeah, I think that guy talking interrupted the scene of Nancy talking to Joseph. I don't see what I can do. I can't move this. So So what I do, just wait until the timer runs out and then start again? No! No! Yeah, there's nothing I can do. I can't move my mouse on the upper half of the screen, as you can see. I'm stuck here on the bottom part. Oh dear. This is terrible. This is not good. Joseph broke the game somehow. He did not want me to win, and so he literally just stopped. I can't click menu. I can't move my mouse to that part of the screen. That would be a good suggestion, though. It is just a staring contest. Are we gonna get 2 minutes until demolition now? This music. This music. I'm not going to close the game and restart. I'll wait for the ending scene. If I tried to close the game and restart, that would mess up the live stream, everyone. If I did that, you'd all get to see what my desktop looks like. I don't want you to see what my desktop looks like. It's very messy. It's kind of embarrassing how messy it is. I've got one of those desktops with like 100 different icons on it, which really need to be cleaned and organized. Oh well. How much longer until demolition now, sir? 3 minutes?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
There's the wrecking ball. Oh! Oh, man. Okay, let's second chance this, and hopefully that guy will not interrupt my conversation with Joseph.
Not so fast,
This is
Detective.
useless. Joseph, please let me past.
I can't let you do this, Nancy.
Okay, use this on him.
I'm warning you. I still got a trick or two up my sleeve.
We're going down in a blaze of glory.
This is useless.
Can't use the sledgehammer on him. I guess that would be cruel.
Joseph, you can go down in a blaze of glory if you want, but Maya and I are not coming with you.
You've cracked your last case.
Joseph, this is far from over. Now step aside.
It's all over now.
Use the magic wand, maybe?
We've still got time for a grand finale here, Joseph.
I never meant for it to turn out this way.
This is useless.
WD-40.
This is useless.
The glove.
This is useless.
Fine, we'll use the flash paper.
Ah! That light!
Ha 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 ha! He can't see anymore, and now I flip the switch.
Look! The marquee! Stop the demolition!
Dear Bess, I still can hardly believe that Joseph, sweet old Joseph, was Maya's kidnapper. He says he planned to kidnap Brady with the idea that Simone could use her Hollywood connections to save the theater. But when Maya entered the dressing room, he panicked and grabbed her instead. Plan B was to stall the demolition long enough for the Historical Society to declare the building an official landmark. I guess he's been at the Royal Palladium for so long, he just couldn't imagine his life without it. But desperation aside, poor Joseph wasn't cut out for a life of crime, and pretty soon things were spinning out of his control. Simone's publicity stunts didn't help. At least he was courteous and kind to Maya through the whole thing. Her testimony should help him in court. The good news is that the Royal Palladium is still standing. Once he heard that Nicholas would inherit his grandmother Louisa's 50% of the theater, Brady decided he'd better find another site for Planet Tinseltown. In order to make amends for things, and because he needed some good publicity, Brady donated his half of the theater to the St. Louis Historical Society. Together with Hadit, they should have this place restored to its original glory in no time. Not such a happy ending for Simone, I'm afraid. She received an official reprimand from the National Press Corps for her stunt with the wreath. Still, knowing Simone, she'll be back at the top of her game in no time. So, here ends the longest 3 days of my life. The premiere of Vanishing Destiny is back on. But I think this detective is going to wait for it to come out on videotape. Talk to you soon. Love, Nancy.
Yep, so that is the end of the game. Nancy Drew number 5, the final scene. Definitely a fantastic game, very suspenseful. I love the dialogue, and just, you know, the voice acting is great. You really sense the desperation in Nancy's voice, especially that ending scene. It's very dramatic. I didn't like how we got stuck there, though, in the middle of that conversation and just had to stare at Joseph for 3 minutes. That was not supposed to happen. I really do like that ending scene, though, with all the funny jokes in the newspapers and such. Like, do we still like Brady Armstrong or not? I'm not entirely sure. Hopefully they found a way to get Maya out of that giant freezer. How did they do that? I don't know. Maya doesn't seem to harbor a grudge if her testimony is going to help Joseph be found, you know, not guilty. That's sort of what was hinted in that final conversation with Joseph. It seems like he didn't exactly know what was happening or what was going on. What happened to Nicholas's van? I don't know what happened to his van. That is a very good question. Special thanks to multiple theaters. Looks like 3 different theaters. It's a lot of different theaters. I like how the credits here say, Nancy Drew, Treasure in the Royal Tower, was developed using Microsoft DirectX. That's great, but what about this game, Nancy Drew, the final scene? What was this game developed using DirectX or not? I'm so confused. Yes, and Bess was voiced by somebody named Punchy LaRue. We didn't actually call Nancy's friends in this game, did we? Sorry about that. Anyway, thank you very much for watching the video walkthrough. Hope you enjoyed the live stream. Make sure to check out the other stuff on my channel, you know, like and subscribe, all that. Check out the other videos in the live stream. I will be trying to play through all the games in the Nancy Drew series. I can't think of why it would stop unless, like, 2 weeks from now some disaster happens, or, you know, I just get super bored or something, and everybody's like, no, we don't want to see you play after. Everybody says, just play to game number 25 and stop. And we don't need to see the next 7, 8 games in the series. I don't know why people would do that, but whatever. Thank you for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the live stream.